It's the San Diego Padres going up against the Athletics. First pitch coming your way next. Just about ready to roll here. And today's starting pitcher, Kodai Senga.
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. And there's one down. As we take a look at the Padres lineup, a really frustrating showing for them in their last game. Lots of traffic on the bases, but they left a ton of runners on base. Couldn't cash in their chances, Chris.
They had plenty of chances. There's nobody to blame it on but themselves offensively. They just did a poor job converting in those situations. You have to figure out what's your plan going to be. Maybe watch some tape from the last game. Make the adjustment. So if you get those opportunities in this one, you've got a much better chance of scoring some runs.
Oh, he gloves it. Here's Machado. Machado matched a homer in his last game.
0-1.
2 outs, base is empty. On the ground to third. And foul ball. And the right-hander deals. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. The 0-2. That one's upstairs. Ball 1. Cut on and lifted in the air. And that is that. On to the bottom of the first. No score. And we're back. And starting this one, Nick Pivetta.
Yeah, his ERA last year was a little worse than average. So definitely be looking for better results this season. You know, one of the keys is just being able to have a consistent delivery and to be able to repeat that delivery so you can hit the spots that you want to hit and have a higher chance of being successful. Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Here's Keston Hiura. Runner on the go. Pitch misses. Safe at second, and that was not close. On the ground to the left. Fires to first on the run, and very nicely done for the out. And time now to check out the A's lineup. And it's clear the most important job they have today is getting to the starting pitcher early and often.
No doubt about that. That's the best way to disrupt a game. But can they do?
Line drive, caught.
That takes away the opportunity to score the runner from third with a sac fly. We're talking about a different story if that line drive hits the ground. But he made a good play, and they can get out of this thing with one more out.
This one in the air, right field. Nice grab on the run. And that is that. Strand one. Scoreless after one. All set for the start of the inning. Stepping in for San Diego, Fernando Tatis Jr. Close, but called a ball. Ball one.
With Tatis at the plate, we're looking at a player that is never going to be considered boring. He's an electric player that manages to make plays most players wouldn't consider trying. And he plays the game his own way. It's a big reason why he's considered such a fan favorite.
Makes the catch. One down.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. He hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
Here's Gavin Sheets now, left-hand bat. Foul ball. Senga, a former All-Star, 32 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. That one down the line, and that's just foul. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. In the air, left field, down the line. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. One down, base is empty. Struck him out looking.
Oh, man, just locked him up with that slider, even though it caught a lot of the zone. And I think that tells you all you need to know about what he was looking for in the box, and it clearly was not that pitch.
Luis Campusano in the box with two gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Throws across the diamond, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Tommy Edman at the plate. Pivetta back to work. Swing and a ball hammered left field. That one hops against the fence. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
Strike two.
Well, pretty clear to me. He's trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Swings here and drives one well left field, way back, and you can forget it. He'll touch them all. He's up to 3 home runs in the series, and that gives him a lead. It's 2-0. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
Shea Whitcomb up next for the A's. Yeah, that's fouled off. Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame here in the second game of the series. In the air, left field, Hayward. He makes the grab, and there's one down.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay closed.
Next up for the A's, Ha-Sung Kim. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
0-1.
Still only one out here in the inning. Swing and a high fly ball right field. And makes the grab. 2 away. Now it's the second baseman, Ha-Sung Kim.
Number 6.
Ground ball up the middle. And that one handled. And he beats the throw. Shows off the wheels right there. An infield single.
Boog, that's staying within his game right there. I mean, this speedster gets the infield single, and now he's on base to possibly do some damage. I love.
Runner takes off. Pitch misses in. Safe in second with a stolen base. Swing and a ground ball, and it finds its way through for a hit. Run comes in from second, and it's an RBI single, and they're up by 3.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
So 2 down. Now the number 2 runner takes off, pitch in for a strike. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. And that's another stolen base for the league leader. That one ripped. And no one can get there. The run comes in to score from second, and they lead by 4.
Well, that was a great job of letting that runner steal second base, get into scoring position, come through with the base knock. You add a run.
So runner at second, 2 down. Here's the left fielder, Stephen Kwan, to the right side. Arise steps on the bag, ends the inning after they racked up a bunch of runs. So they move out in front after a 4-run outburst. On to the 3rd inning. Here's the second baseman, Jake Cronenworth. Close one, doesn't get the call, and it's 1-0.
This is a very important inning here. After scoring all those runs, you want your pitcher to come out and just mow them down. The offense has worked hard. It's shut down inning time.
Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Makes the catch for the out. And here comes Sander Bogaerts. And that one is downstairs. 1-0. Center field. Lee brings it in with a nice running grab. Here's Jason Hayward.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Two outs. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. They're on the short end of a. As we go to the last of the 3rd. Now it's the right fielder, Seiya Suzuki. That one missed.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Tatis after it. And there's one down. So up next, Tommy Edman, 1 for 1 with a double and a run scored. That one fouled off. Hard hit, right side. Cronenworth throws on to first. And they get Edman for the out. 2 down, base is empty. And now here's the A's catcher, Shea Langoliers. Chop to third. Machado throws to first in time. That's the inning. And we're back. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And set to lead off the 4th, Jackson Merrill. And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
You know, these Padres just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. I think things are happening a little quicker than this offense would like, and we see it in the numbers. They're hitting into a lot of outs early in the at-bat.
On the ground. Not in time. He's safe.
Well, from the time you're a little leaguer, you're taught to hustle out of the box and give it a full sprint through the base regardless of how you hit it. And he didn't make great contact, but the effort was there, and he earns the base hit.
Arise in the box now. No balls and a strike. That's out to center field. Reaching for it. Makes the catch. Manny Machado up to the plate. Flying to left his first time. And Manny gets a piece. And now the 0-1. Swung on, belted. One hops off the wall, should be extra bases. The run scores all the way from first. It's 4-1. And that knock bumps his hitting streak into double digits, Chris. He's hitting 10 straight.
Yeah, and on a nice trajectory, average going up, OBP, everything he's doing at the plate right now just seems to be working.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, take a look at the three-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Man at second. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Ball. And they'll do it again. And foul ball. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Man on second, 2 down. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Kwan heads after it. And that's the third out. Padres with a run-scoring double. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. And a liner out into right center for a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Ha-Sung Kim digs in now. Flied to right his first time. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Cut on and miss. And that's a stolen base. Not even close. Just off the outside edge. And that is ball one.
Well, I think he's trying to get a feel for where that one missed. I mean, it could have gone either way, but he looked a little shocked for a second there.
Right side, hard hit. 1 out in the bottom of the fourth.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. It's early, but you still want to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy.
On the ground, right side. Cronenworth throws on to first. There for the out. Runner scores from third. So the batting order turns over. Now it's going to be Jung-Hoo Lee. In the air, center field. Merrill makes the play, and it's out number 3. 1 run. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. Senga back to work. That's in for a strike.
You know, these Padres just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
1 down. Now here's Jake Cronenworth. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. And a foul ball. Cronenworth, 31 years old, and he was drafted in the 7th round back in 2015. Sliced hard but foul. Got him looking. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
I'm not saying it wasn't a strike or, you know, it was a ball, whatever, but just the location with that velocity. It's hard enough, to, even if the velocity is not great, but that velocity, that location, tip your cap.
Bogarts, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Pulled down the line. This one hammered, but it's foul.
Well, he's ready for that fastball right there. Really turned on it, hit it hard, had the distance, but just too much hook to it. So might want to make a little bit of an adjustment, let it travel a little more, and see if you can keep that thing fair.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Nothing doing. Back now to start the bottom of the 5th, and taking over on the mound, Jason Adams.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Hira at the plate for the 3rd time as he comes up empty there. That one the other way. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 1 up, 1 down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Swing and a foul straight back. 1 out, bases empty. Way inside.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Missed with a changeup. It's 2-2.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
And that's ball 4.
Looked like a questionable call in that spot. He even seemed a little surprised it went his way at the plate. But as a hitter, you'll take that all day.
Suzuki in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. Kwan at first, 1 gone. And that misses. 2 balls, no strikes.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
There's a strike.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end, trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Takes it in for the out. Tommy Edman up next for the A's. 1 for 2. And a base hit up the middle. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. And now a chance for Shea Langoliers. He's already homered here in this one. Fought off foul. Line drive and foul ball. The A's looking to add another. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. And the inning is over. No runs, a hit, 2 left. 5 innings complete. It's the A's 5 and the Padres 1. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. And a strike on the outside edge.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Lee makes the grab, 1 away. So the lineup flips over. Jackson Merrill will hit next. Base knock right field. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Waste no time there. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
There's a swing and a drive, and it gets into the corner, but it's foul. Lined into right. Suzuki snags it for the second out. Now Machado up here. Right through there for a strike. Merrill, the runner at first with 2 gone. Swing and a ground ball up the middle, and that one finds its way through. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out. And the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr. That catches the corner. That one outside. Ball 1. Swing and a foul straight back. And now it's 1-2. Fights it off. He'll see another.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And down on strikes. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. No runs. Back at the ballpark as we take a check of the bullpen so far this season. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Oh, he brought it back. And now, Ha-Seong Kim, 0 for 2 in this one. High fly ball, right field. Tatis gets under it. And there's 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. And stepping in is the speedy Ha-Seong Kim. On the ground, right side. Slings to first. They don't come any quicker. 3 pitches. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule. Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Kwan makes the grab, 1 down.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through 1 more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
He's got it, and there's 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. Next for the Padres, Jake Cronenworth. And first offering is fouled off. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
And that's too high.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And a ground ball to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Adrian Morejon. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. The other way, Machado. Jump throw across his body. It's there, and that's a great play.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
Next up for the A's, Keston Hiura. And that one hit 97 on the gun. Swing and a miss as he was late.
That was straight queso right there.
Base is empty, 1 away. Here, the bottom of the 7th. This ball's chopped on the ground. Bogarts fields it cleanly. Over to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
2 outs, base is empty. Stephen Kwan up next for the A's. Foul ball there. Up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. And that keeps the inning alive. Seiya Suzuki getting ready to hit. 0 for 3 in this one. And first offering is fouled off. Ripped on the ground to second. They take the force out, and that is the. We go to the 8th. Here comes X to the plate. So a new pitcher on the mound for the A's, Yusei Kikuchi.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
That one the other way, and that's a foul ball. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Now into the ball game. On defense. Harry Ford, he takes over behind the plate. Also into the ball game, Rob Refsnyder. He takes over in right. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. Safe at first as they can't make the play. Man at first. So digging in now for San Diego, Jason Hayward. That one misses. Ball 1.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
Corrals it. 1 away. So a man aboard. Jackson Merrill, the next up for the Padres. Line to left. Makes the grab.
He was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
Hey. Bogarts leads off first with 2 down to the inning. And a foul ball. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And the 0-2. And that's outside. Right through there. Got him. That's the 3rd out. Padres leave 1. They're down 5-1. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Sean Reynolds. So now the DH spot, Tommy Edman. That one almost got him. Ripped to right. Hauls it in, and there's 1 away.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
Ripped to short. Bogarts with the throw to first. And a couple of quick outs. Next up for the A's, Shea Whitcomb. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. And no one can get to it. It's a foul ball. Swing and a line drive ripped right center field. This one looks like trouble. Around first and hustling for second. Not stopping. He's going for 3. The relay, not in time. He's safe.
Everything came together for him. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters.
Ground ball left side, and it goes just foul. On the outside corner, and it's 0-2. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. And he makes the catch. And that's the inning. So one hit. And welcome back. They hand the ball over to a new arm, Shintaro Fujinami. He last pitched 2 days ago. Right through there for a strike.
0-1.
That one lifted to left. Yoshida puts it away for the out.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed.
Nope,
if he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
And that is out of play. That one way outside, and that's ball 2. No, with the shift on, hits right into it. Tosses to first, and they take care of Tatis for the out. So it's their last chance in this one. Gavin Sheets, the next up for the Padres. That one is absolutely belted. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. And he's got a double.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
Campusano in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. Close one, doesn't get the call. And the count is 2-0. Ground ball, and this should do it. Throw to first, and ball game. And the A's add another to their winning streak.
Another strong showing from them tonight, Boog. They're doing the little things well over this long winning streak. And you can bet that has the manager smiling. When a team executes this well so consistently, it makes you think they're destined for big things.
Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the San Diego Padres taking on the Athletics. First pitch coming at you right after the break. So just about set now. Today's starting pitcher, Darvish. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him?
He's racked up over 2,000 strikeouts in his career. He's such a competitor out on the mound. So fun to watch him work. I'm excited for this one.
Breaking ball misses down and away. Line drive. Fair ball. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he'll pull into second safely.
You know, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle.
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. And forget it. He'll circle the bases. It's 2-0. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
Here's Manny Machado now. One run batted in yesterday. Their only run of the game. First pitch misses.
It can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
Yeah, that's in for a strike. And 1-1. Machado with some impressive production lately. Close but called a ball. 2-1.
You don't stick at the major league level unless you can string together consistently solid performances. Right now, he's showing us why he's lasted in the big leagues.
Now this is in the air down the line. And that's a foul ball. Outside. And it's a full count. Nobody on, nobody out. A pair of runs across in the inning here in the third and final game of the series. That's a base hit. Here's the youngster Jackson Merrill at the plate.
You know what I love about this kid? Nothing seems to scare him.
That's right.
He made quite an impact as a rookie, delivering in key spots over and over again. Merrill even became the youngest Padres player to hit a home run in a postseason game.
And there's one away. Now the DH for the Padres, Gavin Sheets. Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. Towards first. And it gets by him. Dive, and he's got it. And they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay.
Well, he looks so comfortable making that play. Dives, comes up with it, and then from one knee, like he's just playing catch with his kid. Nice throw across the diamond at first.
Luis Campusano stands in now and watches strike one. Ground ball up the middle. It's through for a hit. Coming home. The throw in. Tag. Not in time. He scores. And they lead by 3. Jake Cronenworth now at the plate. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Kwan sizes this one up. And that is that. He runs for him here, and they move ahead. Back here with my pal Singy. And starting in this one, Dylan Cease.
Yeah, very respectable numbers last year. A sub 350 ERA. And, you know, guys like that, you may think, well, they're elite pitchers that are pitching sub 2s. They're dominating. But when you can have that kind of consistency, you know you have a chance to win the ball game every time he takes the mound. So, you know, good season last year. Opportunity for him to go out there and repeat it this year, possibly even improve. But I tell you what, if this guy's pitching for me and I'm playing in the outfield, I'm loving every minute of it.
That one ripped. Hops over the wall, and that's an automatic double.
Well, there's something really nice about getting yourself an automatic double like that. You get to stroll into second base without having to worry about a throw or getting your uniform dirty. And now you're just looking for the next guy to kind of do the same thing. Maybe put one in the gap so you can jog home as well.
Ha-Sung Kim stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. On the ground to third. jumps, throws, and he gets him. Nicely done.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. It's early, but you still want to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
Swing and a pop-up. Arise has it sized up. 2 down. Next up for the A's, Seiya Suzuki. 2 for 8 in the series so far. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double.
Well, that gets him a little closer in this one. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and ripped it into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman. Two outs. Ball one there.
1-1.
Now a screamer into the outfield. Drops into the glove, and that will end the inning. A's get one on the RBI double. It's now. And we're back. Second inning set to go. Stepping in for San Diego, Brandon Lockridge. High chopper to third. Leadoff man retired here in the second. Next for the Padres, Mason McCoy. Sat out last night's game, but back in there today. First pitch just misses. Darvish, a 6'5" righty, 38 years old, and he was born in Japan. Fouled off left side. And that's outside. And the count is 3-1. Swings through that one out in front that time.
Down. 3-2.
And that's a base hit. And now the lineup turns over with one away.
He was all over that one. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game. But
there goes the runner. Fouled off. He was late. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. McCoy stands at first with one out. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. Well done behind the dish. Chris, as we look back at the pitch sequence, he hadn't seen that curveball at all. How tough is it to adjust to something like that with a bunch of break when you haven't had a look at it yet?
Yeah, I mean, you're dialed up for something firm. You never want to take a called third strike as a fastball, so you're going to be a little...
In plenty of time to first. Bogart's retired. For San Diego, as the lead remains 3-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. And here is Shea Langoliers. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. Langoliers went deep in his most recent game. Hit in the air, center field. Merrill pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's one down. Next up for the A's, Masataka Yoshida. He's someone that really beats up on right-handed pitching. The lefties, however, give him a little bit more trouble. That misses the zone, and that's ball one. This one could be trouble. Around first, heading for two. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
And here is Ji-Hwan Bae.
0-1.
In the dirt.
0-2 is the count.
One out and a runner at second. Bottom half of inning number 2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Bogarts fires to first in time. Hae-Sung Kim up next for the A's. Kim turning some heads with this recent stretch of impressive play. And that one fouled off.
Lots of rookies can have a hot streak, but once the league gets a book on you, starts attacking you differently, things can shift in a hurry. I'm interested to see how he handles those adjustments.
0-2.
Two outs.
You can see the frustration on his face there. You know he wants that one back. He was trying to go with the breaking ball, but clearly it got away from him this time.
Runner on the go. In the air, left side. McCoy ranging back. Brings it in. And the inning is over. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. Darvish back to work. That's a ball. Went with the sweeper.
Been a rough start on the mound for this guy. His third inning, so important for him to get on track, turn the page, settle in, do all those things you need to do to give your team a little bit of length in this one.
On the ground to the left. And that's just foul. The other way. And out number 1 on the grab.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Zips it across. First 2 batters retired here in the top of the 3rd. Hard hit left side. Tosses across to first. Darvish gets him 1-2-3. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now the third baseman, Hae-Sung Kim. Inside, and it's 1-0. And another ball.
No strike.
Next offering is foul back. And a pitch. This to third. One up, one down. Stephen Kwan up next for the A's. He's 0 for 1. Handles, throws to first. Quick recovery from the misplay, pays off for the out. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Seiya Suzuki. He doubled home a run in his first AB. Hammered down the right side, but foul. 2 outs, base is empty.
That's a ball.
Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. Nothing across here this half. 3 innings complete. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. Right through there for a strike.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Foul ball, still 0-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
A dive. Nice stop. and they get the out.
Look at the big guy getting down and dirty, robbing what probably would have been a double if it gets by him. You love to see that because most times it's the shortstop or second baseman, but he wants to get in the mix a little bit as well.
Sends it to first. That takes care of Cronenworth. 2 down, bases empty. So digging in now for San Diego, Brandon Lockridge. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Up and in, and it's 1-1. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away.
1 strike.
Next offering is fouled back.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter does.
Oh, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. Padres go down. And we're back. Bottom 4. And here comes Tommy Edman. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul.
You know, these Athletics, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Oh, that got away from him. And he's going to reach on a hit by pitch to lead off the inning. Now the catcher up to hit, Shea Langoliers. Fly to center his first time. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Pulls it in, 1 away. Applies the tag, and they get 2. Double play. Masataka Yoshida up next for the A's. On the ground right side, and foul ball. Check swing, and he went. And it's 0-2.
0-2 is the count.
Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Right through there for a strike. McCoy goes 5 feet 11 inches, 29 years old, and he's usually a shortstop, but today he's starting in the outfield. To first, 1 away here in the 5th. Luis Ariz stands in. That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
And that gets down for a base hit. Lead runner holds at second base. First and second with 1 down.
Back-to-back singles. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Darvish delivers. Rolled softly, but that goes foul.
Well, you got to give him credit out there on the mound. This outing started off a little shaky, but he's found a way to settle in and turn this into a pretty good start. Kind of shows you a lot about his mental makeup as a pitcher.
Outside low, and it's 2-2. High fly ball out into left center field. Kwan snags it on the run.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Merrill at the plate and takes high there.
0-1, no strikes.
This one ripped, but foul to the right. 2 on, 2 outs. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field, and it falls. The run comes in from second. It's an RBI single, and they're up by 3. Now the DH for the Padres, Gavin Sheets. Tries to back pick him at second. In the air left field, Kwan settles underneath it. And that is that. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now a 4. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Now it's the shortstop, Ji-Hwan-Bae. Pitch misses there, and that's ball 1.
You know, these A's, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. A handful have turned into outs, but of the balls they put in play, 10 have been line drives. I say keep barreling the ball and good things will happen. Don't let that get you frustrated.
Hae-Sung Kim up next for the A's. Here comes the pitch. There goes the runner from first. Strike in there. And safe. It's a stolen base. Swing and a ground ball. Bogarts with the throw to first. And that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Out towards right center. That's well struck. That's back there. And that ball is gone. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 4-3. One pitch, one swing, one home run.
Yeah, you could say that's efficiency right there. Didn't need much time in the box to make an impact. He came out of his shoes on that one, but managed to keep his mechanics intact long enough to get to the ball and through it, and it went a long way.
One out, base is empty. Here's the third baseman, Hae-Sung Kim. And that one is lifted in the air. Merrill on the move. And there's 2 away. Digging in, Steven Kwan. 0 for 2 in this one. And he hits a ground ball right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. A's draw closer on this homer. It's now a 4-3 ball game. And welcome back to the ballpark. And here's the catcher, Luis Campusano. That's in there, and it's 0-1.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Out in front and foul to the left side. 0-2 now. Got him. That K is his 3rd of the game.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Kim whips it across. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th. 2 outs, base is empty. Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Brandon Lockridge. Inside corner, and that's called a strike. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. That one just missing inside. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Goes down looking. Nothing doing. Bottom of the 6th inning. And now the first baseman, Seiya Suzuki. Cease back to work. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle.
Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. Throw to second and great jump. And the tying run is now in scoring position. Back up that got him. Safe at first, and now after the play, we'll check on the right-hander status. And now they'll hustle out to check on him. That was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee.
Yeah, clearly in some real pain, but he will not want
to. So the Padres with a new arm on the mound, Tyler Ferguson.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
Runner takes off, pitching for a strike. Throw, save.
Not only are they applying some pressure on the defense, it looks like they're trying to have a big inning with that steal of second. Now 2 runners in scoring position. This could be the start to a nice rally.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Catcher has it, fires to first. Got him. 1 away on the strikeout. Masataka Yoshida up next for the A's. Golden opportunity right here. That missed by a lot. And that is ball 1. Movement in the bullpen. Robert Suarez up and throwing. Morejon, the lefty, warming up as well. Here's a rocket to right field. And this one looks like trouble. 1 run's in. The second run scores. And it's now 5-4.
Gets the job done as he brings home a pair. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer. And he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
Now here is Ji-hwan Bae. And that one almost hit him.
Yeah. 1-1.
To the right side. Steps on first for the out.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there. Just rolled over it. Got the ground ball.
Hae-Sung Kim, the next to hit. And that one lifted in the air center field. Merrill makes the play. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. But they'll pick up a couple runs here. Both coming on this 2-run double. It's now a 5-4. Top of it. Dane Dunning taking over on the mound.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Kim with the throw to first, and they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th. And here's the first baseman, Luis Arraez. Ball 1, no strikes. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
1 ball, 1
Holding
strike.
on to a 1-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. Swing and a foul back. That's out of play. On the ground to first. Suzuki takes it to the bag, and 2 away to start the 7th. Here's Bogarts now. Just off the outside edge. 1-0. And a knee-high strike to Xander Bogaerts.
All sliders so far in this at-bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
And that's downstairs and outside. A's leading by a run. In the air, out towards left center. Lee sizing this one up and puts the squeeze on that one. And that'll do it. Adrian Morejon on to pitch here.
Bringing in the lefty with a left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
That one to first. He takes it on his own. And a quick out, number 1. Hae-Sung Kim up next for the A's. 0 for 3 in this one. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1. And that one fouled off. 1 out, bases empty. That's to third. Machado sends it across to first. 2 up, 2 down. Next up for the A's, Steven Kwan. Up the middle. Dives and he can't hang on. No throw and he reaches safely. Runner at first with 2 away. Seiya Suzuki up next for the A's. And first offering is fouled off.
Ball.
Kwan off of first with 2 away.
Runner, yes,
The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. And that one in the air center field. Merrill moving under this one. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. And we're back. And now it's Riley O'Brien into the game.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Looking to get the tying run on base. And Manny gets a piece. And a count 1-2. Hard ground ball, base knock. And that puts the tying run on base.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Next to hit, Jackson Merrill. And that one fouled off. Called strike, a sinker at the bottom of the zone. With the go-ahead run at the plate, and we're in the top of the 8th. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Line drive, base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count. Really important at bat coming up now.
And there's a
Ball,
ball.
1 strike.
Next offering misses down and away.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
In the dirt, and it scoots away. Tag, save. He's into third on the wild pitch. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Luis Campusano, the next up for the Padres. And that drops in for a strike.
Don't be surprised to ball on the ground to the corners if they come home with the baseball instead of going to first base.
2 on, 1 out. Right side, Suzuki. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. 2 away.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. So they turn to their closer, Mason Miller.
All they need from him right here is 1 out, but that's easier said than done for sure. Lots of pressure with 2 runners in scoring position. He does have the 1 open base to work with if needed.
Big spot. 2 out. Both the tying and go-ahead runs are aboard.
Wow, good luck catching up to that one.
The changeup missing. And the count 1-2. Just missed.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Comebacker to the mound. Tosses to first. That takes care of Cronenworth. Third out, and that ends the frame. So a strong showing here. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the eighth. Robert Suarez.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
That one down the line, and it goes just foul. Hit hard on the ground to short. And they get Edman for the out.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
And that one hit to first. Takes it himself. And a couple of quick outs. And now the right fielder, Masataka Yoshida. Swung on, popped up on the infield. Machado makes the catch, and that ends the inning. Top nine, and it'll get started with a pinch hitter, Fernando Tatis Jr.
Man, it must be nice to pull a superstar off your bench, huh?
And fouled off. Tatis waits. That one catches the zone. 0-2. And ball one.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Gets a piece and stays alive.
That's ball two.
That's a really good take.
Battling here as he fouls it away. And it remains 2-2. And a swing and a miss. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
No, that slider down and away. It's just kind of a slow death. With 2 strikes, you're looking to protect. And halfway to the plate, you know you've committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
No.
McCoy up to bat next. Lays off for a ball. And another ball.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Swings and misses. Strike 1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Tap foul at the plate. Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the ninth. Swings and misses, struck him out. And they're down to their last out.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Luis Arias, the next up for the Padres. That pitch in for a strike. 0-1. 1-run game here in the top of the ninth. Slider misses outside. This could end it. Just misses. 2-2.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
Got him, and that's the ball game.
This team is absolutely cooking right now. They're running off wins like it's the easiest thing in the world. Today was just like any other day for them. They show up at the ballpark and they expect to take home the W. They're playing some great baseball right now.
Close one here today, and your final 5-4. They hang on to win it by a run. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long